Hey y'all, welcome back to the HOE PHA, the Millennial Dating Experiment.
As you guys know, we are powered by SIRENS NYC, baby.
Yes, and we're coming out of Queens Flip Studios. Shout out to the Cuzzo. What's good?
You are ready. Am I going first?
I don't know if you want to,
All right,
bitch.
I'm going to go first. Y'all already know it's your fave hoe, MJ, repping for the big girls worldwide, because that's what y'all wanted to hear. Fuck it. Nah, repping for the thick girls worldwide. Fuck out of here.
And what's up, y'all? It's your fave co-ho, Becky J, your friendly neighborhood sex symbol.
And who we got in the middle?
Yeah. You already know it's your boy RB representing PunchLine Punch. Follow me on Instagram at PunchLine Punch Drinks. Today, we sipping that Unchecked.
Ooh.
Because, you know what I mean, I kind of just freelanced this shit. And it's got another meeting. You're going to find that out when we introduce our guest.
Yes.
I just want to say, this shit is so good. Like,
big things are going.
When is it not good?
It's always good, but I like this a lot.
Like this one?
But you know when people be like, you look mad cute today. It's just like, today, bitch.
That's never a compliment.
So you just gave him that type of compliment.
No, they're always good, but this is just good. But they're always good too. Stop trying to get me and RB into some situation.
Got you a little caught up. Got you a little caught up.
That's I mean, because I give some of the same compliments like, oh shit, check you out. And be like, nigga, you should be like, oh shit, check me out every day. But I'm just like, nah, it's like,
not every day.
It's the same thing, but you know, today you on fleet.
Yeah, nah, this is definitely good. I'm actually gonna sip today because I already feel it slipping on me. You know what I mean?
It's meeting with the alcohol from last night.
Oh yeah, we did get a little fucked up, right?
Yeah,
shout out to Bass. Shout out to Proper Etiquette. They had a throwback event at Silver Factory.
Shout out to us for keeping with the theme, and shout out to everybody else for just being, not getting it.
You know what? You know what? It was still good vibes. So shout out to that. Shout out to Parker and Ashley. We've seen y'all turning the fuck up. Shout out to Izzy. Shout out to Fab. The whole gang.
No triggers last night?
No triggers.
Okay.
No men touched my waist, so that's good, to pass by. But, none of them. That is an absolute trigger for me. Look, no touching. I don't like to be touched, okay? Also,
without consent.
Without consent. And also, the niggas, they was just like standing around. It was a lot of standing around.
What was this, a
and
party?
Looking. It was a party, a dance party. We were all in the middle turning up. Like, there was some girls dancing, but all the niggas was just in their little nigga huddle.
It was like the nigga, they surrounded. It was like the
Y'all
animal
know what
kingdom.
I'm talking about.
That's how it works. In the animal kingdom, the niggas surround, and the bitches in the middle gaggling like,
That's what I'm saying. The point of that is to get chose. We didn't get chose.
It don't be all of them, though. Some of them be on the corner, too. You know what I mean?
I feel like this year, like, at least last year, I was getting a little approach. Now they're not even approaching. They're not even doing nothing. Like,
they're literally just staring. I'm like, okay, maybe all of them have girlfriends. Like, let's just leave it to that.
That's never the case.
Nah. Even if they do have girlfriends, like, come on, they out. Like, that don't count. She ain't there. Like, the fuck? Nah, but I'm just have literally just accepted, like, that this is not, these niggas is not going to be my type of nigga.
Like, yeah, that's not your king.
It's not. It's really not, because, like, I feel like a lot of the guys, like, in the art scene, they be like a little like depressed, self-esteem. It's just a lot going on. You know what I mean? So it's like these are not the type of guys that are gonna come up to talk to us. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't want to go up to talk to him. We just don't. Let's just not. Obviously, there's no connection, and it's okay. Like, I was even like doing this like energy scan because I was just like, let me see if someone's here is on my vibe. Like, let me just.
No.
I just like looked around trying to make like eye contact and just being really fierce, and like it was just nothing. I was just like, you know what? It's okay. But I also accepted that, like, instead of being like, dang, nobody's trying to talk to me and like trying to force shit, just like vibing with your friends and just accepting like, okay, this is not a nigga night. This is just a friend night.
And we had so much fun. Shout out to Devin and Ryan. Yes. Shout out to Mariah. I didn't expect to see her there, but it's lit. We're going to have to link back up.
Yeah, definitely. It was fun. But I've been chilling in the dating scene. Well, how about you, MJ?
Like, I'm ready to get back in, but I really don't know where to find new men at. Like, oh shit, that phone is dying.
It's okay. RB, do you have any advice where we could find guys that are like, you know what I mean? Like,
guys that aren't what?
That are our type. Like, you know what I mean? That got shit going.
That do shit,
self-love.
That self-love.
That drink tea.
Yes. I don't even fucking drink tea.
Yeah, so,
so start drinking tea. That's number one.
That type of nigga.
All right, well, okay,
don't say no dating apps either, because I'm not doing that.
I wouldn't recommend you find somebody substantial on the dating app. Okay. I was using OkCupid. I was looking for ass. That's
exactly.
OkCupid is the worst one because it's kind of
the
most professional.
It's actually the best one.
No. For fucking, probably.
Plenty of Fish. That shit been around since I was like 5.
It's all the same people though, just recycled with different pics. And niggas is using old pics because what's it called? It's Kitten Fish.
Yeah, you got Kitten Fish.
That's what it's called when they use old pics.
Kitten Fish.
Yeah.
That shit is worse than catfishing.
All right. So if I don't know, because it really doesn't matter where you end up at. Like, you have an equal amount of finding, niggas who got shit going for themselves and ain't shit niggas. But in totality, a lot of the niggas who got shit going for themselves, they ain't shit either. They just mask it better. You know what I mean?
I think that's a lot of them though. They're just good at hiding their ain't shitness till it comes out after they fuck.
Yo, I do this, I do that. You know what I mean? He be even courteous, holding the door open for you, making sure you good.
See, that's not the nigga I want either. I want a nigga who's just like, he got his insides right. You know what I mean? Genuine, and he's just like, just want to connect with you, baby girl. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah, he connecting with all of them.
All of them. They all baby girl.
That's the only thing.
Because they all see that he got his insides right.
We'll figure it out.
So really, you got to just leave it to chance. Mm-hmm. Every relationship is 50-50. Every situationship is 50-50. Every, interaction is 50-50. You never know what you're going to get. I will say, and this goes into what I've been dealing with recently, having to retract back and, move out of my apartment. Me and 4 of my close friends have decided to get a luxury condo together.
Oh.
Like a bachelor pad?
That's nice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm about to go back to college days in 2 months. So
oh my God.
That's lit as fuck.
It's definitely interesting.
That's like a plot twist.
We're all coming over, B.
I'm definitely going to use it as a stepping stone to, when you have more people, you end up not paying as much as if you would if you was living by yourself. So I'm going to really use this time to stack up so that when it is time to move on, I can be, all the way good. Yeah. But it's me and 4 other fellas.
That sounds hilarious.
That sounds like a lot of testosterone.
You can start there.
I can start from your gaggle of bachelor niggas.
I mean... We all
gaggle.
We all have when you say it like that's fucked up. We all have around the same type of energy.
We gotta see.
We'll see.
Show me the Instagram later.
Listen,
I know.
After the situations I've been in, I would not be even agreeing to this shit if I didn't see that I could get along with every last one of them.
And we know they got somewhere to stay, so I got somewhere to stay.
We got somewhere to stay. The fuck, I'm wake up like, hey RB,
making breakfast for everybody.
Wearing the nigga's t-shirt, like, what y'all want for breakfast?
Ass cheeks out. Probably definitely too much.
No, that's definitely too much.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun. Okay. Well, one thing I've been like working on, like, especially summertime officially started in New York City. We just made a rule once it hits 70 degrees, it's summer.
Sun's out, buns out.
But I just also want to be like more optimistic when it comes to dating, instead of just like expecting the worst and then getting the worst and being like, see, this is what happens. It's like, no, let me like be on a higher vibration. Let me expect optimism and like positive shit, positive connections, like just dope people who aren't trying to shit on my life, who just like,
who aren't trying to use you for clout.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that as a correlation? Like when you put that negative energy and those negative thoughts into the air, then it
comes back. Absolutely. Yeah. So and I feel like a lot of people do that. Like niggas ain't shit, but like go out and try to date niggas all the time, and then like that's what. And then
be mad when they have ain't shit niggas. Like
exactly. Actually,
that's what you like.
Exactly.
Like why you acting like that's not what you like?
That's what you want.
So now I'm literally just kind of like, okay, if I see a person And they giving me that old vibe. You know what I mean? Like, me, like, he's not trying to talk to me, but he's looking at me. Let me go talk to him. Like, that's not it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the old ways.
No, because
like,
that's the type of nigga.
Ancient, not the ancient nigga, but, like, that's not a nigga that I really have a connection with. He don't really want it. Like, he don't really want me like that. It's just, like, so whenever I see things like that, it's just like, no, don't go down that path, Bex. That's not it.
Like, that's not for you. That's that other shit, you know, that attention shit, which you could get different type of attention.
Exactly. But, yeah. I have a TMI for the week.
What's up?
Okay, let's get into it.
So this week's so welcome to TMI.
It's TMI. Hey, it's TMI. I know you didn't.
What we doing?
That's what she
didn't like it last week.
Hey.
That's not
it's
cute.
TMI.
I'm gonna need y'all to work on that.
It's TMI.
I'm gonna need us to work on that afterwards because it's not cute.
It's TMI.
No. So welcome to TMI. Well, I give you too much information about a certain topic. This week, we're talking about patterns, and we're talking about toxic relationship patterns.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. It was like a little pause.
Oh.
Yeah, because I feel like that's something that affects a lot of us, and we don't even know. Sometimes we just start going through the motions, and if you take a step back, you may look like, hey, I've been dating the same person in 5 different bodies. I've been doing the same pattern. You know what I mean? So it takes taking a step back to understand what those patterns are. So let's define patterns. Pattern is a regularly repeated arrangement. Regularly repeated. So it takes taking a step back and reflecting on yourself to notice, hey, what is a pattern that's going on in my life? A toxic pattern might be one of mine. I know we're going to go around and talk about ours, but one of mine is I used to like clam up when I would be upset. And then
like
shut down. Like, I'm mad, nothing. You're not getting any words out of me. And what that would do is make the problem so much bigger in my head because now I'm just thinking about it over and over
But
again.
it makes it smaller to him.
Exactly. So he's just like chilling and thinking I'm just getting, it's not a big deal. But like, I'm like, doesn't he see it's a big deal? But it's like, no, he doesn't.
That is such a toxic pattern.
It is,
and
right?
you're not the only one who does that.
We
by
know.
any means.
We know.
No, I'm talking about women
We
in
know. We're working on it.
Because
we gotta save it. We gotta save it for the question.
Like, yo, you you tight. And I'm trying to figure out and do whatever, you know, borderline kiss your ass to figure out what's wrong. What can I do? Do you need me to go to the store? Do you need me to rub your feet, rub your back? You just quiet. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Dang. We want you to keep going, actually.
And then
We don't, though. We do what we don't, but we do what we don't.
And then after a while, dudes get, okay, I'm not about to be jumping through fire hoops because you're telling me you fine every time I jump through fire hoops.
And then the guy gets mad.
I'm going to go in the room and chill while you stay out here. Obviously, you want some space. That's what we're thinking about. You want some
right then
time.
At that moment, that's when I'm ready.
Yep.
And scene.
Insane.
So I just think it's really funny how you want to just go in the room. You know I'm not feeling right. You know things have been affecting me all day.
We have issues.
And like you want like that that pattern is not things like this. We're gonna go around and figure out all our toxic patterns. But things like that's not a good cycle. You're just ruining your day. Don't you guys want to watch Netflix and chill and cuddle? Now you're tight. Now you're both tight. Now you gotta work through things. No.
Now he's breaking up with you.
Talk about it. Be like, yo, don't put up, and it'll be a littlest thing. Like, don't put up the window. I wanted the window down. Like, why you keep putting it up? I keep putting it down. You know what I mean? It just be little things like that.
I don't want to turn on the TV and put on what I want to watch because I don't know if you're going to have an attitude. I don't want to touch you because you like maybe don't want to be touched right now. Like
the person, like say me in the example, just communicated it in the beginning like, yo, I didn't really like that. I'd be like, all right, my bad. I won't do it again. We would have had a great day. You wouldn't have to do the kissing ass because that doesn't feel good. No one wants to kiss nobody's fucking ass. Everyone wants to just be themselves. No one wants to like, and even the girl, like if I'm in that space, what I really want to do is just be happy. I don't want to be mad and hold on to it and keep growing this seed of anger. Like, I just want to release all this shit. So some people do. Yeah, that's toxic as fuck. So let's, review our toxic patterns so that we don't repeat them in our relationships and so that we can get to the next level. You know what I mean? Learn new things, new lessons. Learn the lesson so you can learn the next one. All right, y'all? Thank you.
Okay.
You've been great.
What was your TMI?
And that was TMI.
The TMI, we were talking
Too
about
much information on
Is
patterns.
On patterns.
D, don't fuck up the pattern, okay?
It's about toxic patterns. Take time to reflect on your toxic patterns, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Thank you. You've been great.
My toxic.
we gotta save it. We save it for the question of the week.
We saving it?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh, that's the question. Oh,
yes,
shit.
because actually, it's time for holistic. So welcome to Holistic, where your favorite coho MJ tells you how to get your pussy popping as fuck.
It's holistic. Hey, it's holistic.
Pop that pussy.
It's holistic. Hey, it's holistic.
She's
a
take that
hoe. It's holistic.
Hey.
It's holistic, yeah.
What that mouth do?
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
a new one.
Yeah, it's holistic. She a thought ass bitch. She's a fucking hoe.
Drop it like
the
it's
best.
I don't want to hear that. Back editing. Thank you, guys. That's going to be creepy. Okay, so mine. I didn't like that, guys. All right. So mine it's a bit extreme today. And
I'm nervous.
You should be. It's a bit extreme and a little unorthodox. I don't want to say unorthodox. I don't want to offend the wrong people. But here we go. I'm a little drunk. This is going to sound worse.
1 cup.
Not even.
Half the cup.
Look, I told you it met the alcohol from yesterday.
Unchecked.
Unchecked. I feel like you didn't check how much alcohol you was putting into it.
That's exactly what I said.
You said that in the beginning.
Okay.
Right, let's get to it.
I was trying to be punny. Okay. Okay, so I feel like whenever we comment about men or just say something about men on our page, we get those few little stragglers who be like, oh, then why don't y'all just date women? Even I've had a conversation with one of our B's friends. I remember he was saying like, oh, he's noticing like a lot of women are like dancing more with women at parties or just like, you know, women, he was saying women need to explore that side because apparently everything men do is toxic and like we don't like them and shit. But that's not really true. But I decided to put it into his exact perspective for him. If women are so fluid and most women like women and men, can't that same thing be said about men?
Please explain.
Elaborate. Okay.
Elaborate.
Basically,
I have no words.
I feel like most of the women I know are very fluid with their sexuality. So if sexuality is fluid and if sexuality is such a spectrum, how do straight men know that they're really straight? If you never experienced a man before.
You know what? I was actually I was watching this Sam Smith interview with Jamil
from The Good Place.
From The Good Place, yeah. So they were talking about body positivity and body image and stuff. And he was saying, like, he knows for sure that sexuality is fluid because he said the amount of straight guys that I've been with, like, is ridiculous.
Exactly.
So he's like, he knows, like, there is, like, some type of fluid thing going on.
Exactly.
I just feel like society doesn't really allow men to express that.
They don't.
It's funny how things work out because I was interviewed yesterday by somebody who's doing like a docu-series on femininity in men.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And growing up, I'm not saying I wasn't the I was never masculine, but I wasn't like the OD macho nigga. Like, I'm in tune with my feelings and shit. Mm-hmm. And I've had conversations where, you know, I'm with my niggas and they're like pointing out the fact saying, oh, you said you feel. I'm just like, nigga, life is a feeling experience. I feel like I should be able to talk about this shit. So like 5 years later, everybody's like, I feel like this and da da da. So
wow,
nigga, all right, exactly. But it goes back into your holistic, whereas we were talking about toxic masculinity and how that can be perceived as not being, you know, as sexually open and expressive as women are, because and deep down, it probably is mad fluid. Because like you said, Gay Homie said he's been with mad straight dudes. But like, as far as like societal and like what the norm is, and you know, through the eyes of everybody watching, it's like
there's not a lot of space for that.
Nah.
Or it's a lot of sneaking around because apparently that's what they're doing.
Factual.
I know for me personally,
you just had to say
like
that.
You don't have any inner desires?
No.
Hey, Becky.
Squeeze some butt cheeks?
No.
Some male butt cheeks?
Male butt cheeks? No.
Some rock hard?
Becky, okay, he said no. This is what we always do to RB. We'd be like, but what about this?
That's
but
toxic.
What about
that
is toxic.
That's a toxic pattern that we have. All right, you're right.
But yeah, I told
you about the
oh yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah. We'll tell you later.
His trigger. Okay. All right. Well, MJ, you know that was a good speculative point.
Yes.
It is.
And I think because how would you really know? You never kissed a man before. You never done nothing with the man. How would you really know?
I mean, okay. When and this is because I work with children. Like when you have like children going even as low as like pre-K to kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, these boys are so handsy with each other, more handsy than they are with the girls, because 9 times out of 10. Their parents are like, "Oh, you don't do that to girls, or you don't do this to girls." So
and the girls are all with each other in their little circle.
They're doing that shit to each other. Then I can't tell you how many times I've been in the yard like, "Hey, get off of him like that." You know
and then you can't even try to like be like, "Hey, like don't do that," because you don't want to shame them and. In the way they're expressing themselves, because they're just being kids at that point. It's not really like.
So I feel like it's two different sides. There's one side whereas they've done those, borderline homosexual things like at a very young age and realize, oh, I was bugging. You know what I mean? I like girls. Or it's just that they were doing those things and somebody has maybe an adult or a relative or even a teacher
scared them out of it.
Basically been like, that's not what you do. Like, da-da-da-da-da. So they haven't had the opportunity to sexually express themselves in that way.
Definitely. And I feel like a lot of like gay men, especially gay black men, they have a lot of internalized misogyny within them. Like I've been watching a lot of like, shows with gay black men.
Shout out to Bad Boys Club.
Shout out to Bad Boys Club. Shout out to the Come Up.
It's on YouTube.
You said the Come Up?
Shout
out to Devin to putting us on, because like I never seen that many gay black men together, and it's just like, yo, like if I seen this nigga like without makeup, I would be like, yo, that nigga look good as fuck,
He still look good as fuck.
He looked good as fuck. Like what I'm saying, like if he didn't have the makeup on, like I don't know, it's just it's an interesting dynamic. So you can see how right now.
You can see how fluid masculinity can be through these men,
especially because it's the
honestly,
craziest shit.
Not really, because
listen,
hold on real quick. Honestly, not really, because there's a vast majority of gay men who are OD flamboyant to the point where it's like, do you really? I mean, be gay. Be gay. That's your sexual orientation. That's your preference. That's what you want. Not gonna fault you for it. However, I feel like a lot of y'all, a lot of y'all are on that super extra, I'm gonna act like a woman shit.
No, but you know what? I actually realized, like watching the shit, no.
As opposed to the ones who may,
the down
come
low
off
ones.
as
the down low ones.
You know what I mean? And be like, yeah, I'm gay. And I don't have to
perpetuate
acting like
but
that.
even in the space of people being feminine, there's still a wide variety of what feminine energy is. Just like as women, you know what I mean? We express ourselves in many different ways. There are men that do wear the makeup. There are men that just are kind of fly. You know what I mean? There are men that are, into the drama. There are some men that are just into the scene and want to vibe out and have fun. So that's what I'm saying. Even in their femininity, there's still so much fluid and so much spectrum. So it's like very interesting to see, like, yeah, you might have that gay archetype of like, okay, a gay flamboyant man, but there's so many other pieces that come into it.
I just really learned a lot, like just their balance of masculine energy and feminine energy. Because it's like, imagine having feminine energy and having so much fucking testosterone. Like, I've seen these niggas really trying to fight the fuck out of each other, like big niggas. Like, imagine
but they're fighting over shade.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? But like, I'll beat your ass, nigga.
A gay nigga that was like,
over shade.
He was like bouncer size.
So cool.
Exactly.
This is very interesting. Like, my mind is blown.
Yeah, my mind has just been blown, and I've been learning so much.
Yeah.
So I would like to learn more, you know?
Okay. And hopefully you guys out there, you can learn more about yourself and your sexuality.
No, yes, please.
Let's get into this question of the week, though.
Let's get it, girl.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot that's my
That's your part, girl.
Oops. All right, y'all. So this week we asked our listeners / followers, what are some of your negative dating cycles? /patterns. And this week's game is drink every time you hear the word pattern. So I just said it about 3 times. So let's just take a little sip together, y'all, before we start.
A little group sip.
Make sure everybody got their cups up.
All right.
Refill.
Okay, we'll be back with our answers.
And our popping
amazing guests. You guys are in for a crazy treat. Right after a quick song from our sponsors.
From our guests, because we just gonna throw a song in there.
Yeah, from our guests. Check that shit out. All right. That's your baby dance?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it again.
Come on.
Hey! All right, we'll be right back, bitches. All right, y'all, welcome back to the whole phase of Millennial dating experiment. Y'all heard that fucking tune? That shit was bumping, right? That's my shit. All right, so we're going to introduce our popping guest. Definitely one of our fan favorites of the show, and definitely one of my favorites. Definitely.
Same.
Y'all remember I stalked Shorty on the internet, and now we're real life friends. So how about that?
That's how it works.
It is.
That's how it works with friends and with boyfriends.
Bong, bong, bing, okay? Well, let's welcome Qing Qi.
Oh, wait, don't forget to talk in the mic.
Yes. And
turn it to you.
We got cousin Brady in the building also.
Yo.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for carving out some time for us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Excited to be here.
Of course. Okay, so y'all heard the question of the week, right? Y'all want us to run it back one more time?
One more time. Okay. What are some of your negative dating patterns? Because that's actually the word of the day.
Okay. I also have some patterns, some common patterns if you guys can't think of any, but we can go around and like if anyone knows if they have any negative patterns.
Well, you spoke about yours before, how you just shut down. Mine is kind of reflective of that in a sense. But I did want to be left alone, and I will talk, but I will always like end up talking about it. It's just that I did want to be left alone space it's not okay for a lot of women. So
it's not.
Do you communicate that I want to be left alone, or do you kind of just ghost?
It's a little bit of both.
3 weeks. I'm like,
3 weeks. That's a break.
3 weeks. We're broken up.
It might not even be a whole day. Because I get over shit quick, but like during those moments, like let me be in my shit.
That's me.
I'm not gonna expect you to do nothing. I'm not, I don't want you to, hound me about questions. I hate getting hounded about questions when I want to answer no fucking questions. Like I already sometimes don't want to answer questions, but like when I'm tight or if I'm in a mood that I just want to be in, and I'm just like, yo. Just go over there type shit, then that's the definitive point of as to where I do not want to be questioned about anything, anybody, any aspect of whatever the fuck is going on. So is that toxic? I don't know.
I think it's toxic.
I communicate.
Yeah, I think it's toxic when someone's not respecting that boundary. Like one of the things I read about was the ghost clinger pattern. So when one person ghosts and that causes someone else to like try to cling and like grab on even more, and then it's just like, no, I don't want you even more, bitch. Now I need more space. So I feel like that's when it becomes like an actual pattern, when it's like how you guys interact with each other. But if it's just saying like, hey, I need some space, and like she gives you that, and she doesn't give you that space, that's when it becomes toxic. I think communicating it is clear, makes it like.
But for something more concrete, like clear cut, toxic pattern. I'm a little insensitive. Because
what does that look like?
A lot of shit I just don't be like,
You don't pick up on it?
I pick up on everything. I just be like, it's not a big deal.
Because it's not a big deal to you. Yeah.
I always try to look at shit from every, circumstance, whether it's from my perspective or her perspective.
But are you looking at it?
I always allow myself to be put in other people's shoes.
But are you putting yourself in her shoes, where you're just like, this is what I would do in her situation, or if you're like, this is how she feels. You know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people do that. Like,
no, a lot of men do that.
I put myself in her situation, and it's just like, it's not a big deal because I just put myself in your situation, and it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But if you just think like, to her, maybe it is because of whatever her experiences are. You know what I mean? It's just about understanding, RB.
I understand. I'm just like, really?
We also wear a lot too.
We're not a lot.
Thank you.
No. We're not a lot. We
okay, thank you for agreeing. They're talking about no, that's toxic.
We just take some patience. Okay, it's not a lot.
The real thing is, men are stupid and women are crazy, and that's it. Boom. Look at everything.
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
No, I really don't.
Take that.
No, because they're not stupid. They're mad smart.
No, it's that I feel like they just don't be knowing, and then we think we know too much.
Yeah, we know too much about it.
So it just be like, in your head, you're like, do, and then they're like, what?
Oh yeah, I heard a term about all women in general. It goes, women.
It sounds like a great.
Everybody looks like.
Hold on, boom. Women smarter than we think they are. Not nearly as smart as they think they are.
Wow.
Wait.
Run that back.
Smarter than women.
I think that was me.
They're smarter than we think they are.
That's when you snap.
Yes, that part.
Not nearly as smart as they think they are.
I don't like that because I'm as smart
I think
as
that's
I think
true
I am.
though. I think that's true.
Thank you.
I think that can be true.
Yes,
because
that part.
Because we can over rationalize shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you didn't have to over rationalize it. We need to be able to come back into the logic. You know what I mean? I feel like being able to bring it down, that's what makes you smarter. Being able to switch from this to this. So I kind of agree. I get it.
Isn't that what you just said, that a situation happens and then a woman will think in her head like, do.
You literally just said that.
You really think
what you said reminded me of it. What you said reminded me of it because you said like dudes really don't be knowing and women think they know way too much.
But it's not. But see, this is the misunderstanding. Okay, is that we think we know too much about these situations, but in reality, we smart as fuck for being able to come up with that many outcomes.
That's why y'all are smarter than we think y'all are.
Yes.
But
I thought you said it was crazy.
Whoa, this is the little because I feel attacked.
She is triggered.
Triggered.
All right, wait. Do you have any toxic patterns?
I mean, probably in the past.
Okay. Yes.
But currently, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that I do. I think that I'm doing a very good job of not bringing any toxic patterns into my relationship.
Proud of you.
How many times we done said pattern?
Yeah, we got to drink every time we
did.
pattern.
Like 5 times.
So what have some of your toxic patterns from the past have been?
I mean, I think definitely that's definitely like high.
Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah, what happened?
I gotta check her mic.
Okay.
Sorry.
My bad.
It's
You know,
okay.
I'm bouncing around, a little swerve. You know what I'm saying? My eye keeps watering. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on right now. Is
That
the
New York
alcohol?
pollen. That shit be hitting different.
It is.
Spring
It's
here,
different.
shit
It's
can't
because of the
breathe.
pollution. It mixes with the trees, and then it creates that extra shit.
Damn, that's scary as
Yeah.
fuck.
It is.
Yeah.
Y'all
It is.
live in a
Yeah, you get a windy day out here, you can't see, you can't breathe, you like shit getting in your eye.
Might as well just stay in the house.
Somebody told me I may be developing allergies. And
I
that's
heard
the
that.
scariest shit.
Yeah, I never had
How do you
allergies my whole life
develop
until last
something
year.
you didn't have before?
Exactly. I'm like, people develop asthma too.
That's crazy.
That's
All right, back to
because
the
of the
topic.
vaccines.
Gotta change your diet.
Yeah.
From
Back to the
vaccines.
topic. You
We're
said
good,
you
we're
used
good.
to. Oh, the do. Overthinking?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. But I feel like I do that in every situation because I'll have friends and I'll be like, I don't know, she said this and this could mean that and this could mean that, and I don't know what this bitch might think, and now I gotta go talk to this bitch, you know? But I feel like...
At least you go talk and not just sit in those...
Yeah.
You know?
And just make the assumption
and not go talk to other people, too.
Yeah, I mean, so far I feel like I've done that, but we've talked, right? Yeah, we're pretty great. We're golden, honestly.
Ooh.
So, you know, I'm telling you, no toxic patterns over here, you know?
That's good.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's refreshing.
Yes, it is.
It is.
You guys just seem really like bright and bubbly and like light, which I feel like you don't see that often in a lot of relationships. We're just like light-hearted. You know what I mean? Sometimes just be like,
he's a dingus, I'm a dingus. You know, just two goofballs. yeah, ding dong.
Okay, what about you, Brady? Have you had any toxic patterns in your past relationships?
Probably the insensitivity. But not as much as like I don't think something is serious, but sometimes I'll like joke too much or like play too much a little bit. I like cut somebody's ass too hard. You know what I'm saying? If I just met you, I might make fun of your shoes, and then it's like you think I'm really being mean, but I'm just like trying to tell you I love you. You know? So that's probably. But yeah, that miscommunication of like seriousness and joking sometimes gets him. I don't know if that's even toxic. Is that even toxic?
I mean, if it's happening during like a serious like conversation, and then like some people are like, you know, they just can't be serious, or they'll like just try to bust a joke, and it's just like, no,
or
I'm
some
really
people
trying to
are
express
like
my feelings here.
way more sensitive than others. Like a joke is like you just stab them in the heart. Like
but you gotta think of like, you know, our backgrounds and shit too. Like we really come from a real time and place, you know, environment. Like if it's not the time to joke, we don't joke. If it's not the place for jokes, we don't joke. So anybody who may do that during that time and place, it can be taken as like disrespect. So I feel like it's to take it quickly as disrespect is toxic, but to also like do that in a serious light can be toxic. So it's like, yeah, I mean, you never know who you might get in that situation. Sometimes you may get somebody who cut your ass right back, and then y'all just hug it out at the end. You know what I mean? Other times you might get somebody, what?
Hell yeah, really be serious about that.
Now we gotta have a talk. MJ, have you had any toxic patterns?
Ooh, I've had a few. But I'm gonna start with myself first. So like, basically, like if I'm fucking with a nigga and I feel like he's not really like attentive, like I'll just automatically move on. Like I'll still be talking to him, but I'll just move on from the situation.
She will ghost.
Not ghost per se.
Without communicating to him, like,
without,
hey,
without
these are my needs, and like
without
that
his
aren't
knowledge.
That's
a ghost.
Okay, fine. It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
But also another thing is like if I feel like I'm not getting enough attention, I have this pattern where like I like to go back on dating apps, but it hasn't been like a recent pattern, but like I'll go back on. I said pattern a few times, so.
Pattern.
Everybody.
Pattern.
Pattern. But yeah, like I'll go back on a dating app, and then I got like 3 more niggas to talk to, and then I'm good. My esteem is refreshed and shit. So that's like a self dating pattern that I gotta get rid of, because that shit is not okay.
Like putting your worth into like being desired by men.
Yeah,
I feel that. That's definitely been me.
Yes, that part. Another one, we talked about this on Siobhan's episode. Like I just don't really care about men's feelings. And I really want to, but I just can't see outside of it. It's like if we're dating, it's all about me. It's about how I feel, what I want to do, and I don't really see them as a person. I just see them as a means of like dates and meals.
Someone's like,
They said, huh?
What you talking about?
Let's see.
Let's see what they said.
Who's Cosito?
Becky said don't read their names.
Crazy toe.
All right, she said it too. Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
You.
All right, hang up.
All right, it's one of those.
Okay.
Don't call back either.
Yeah, I can see that. Like not seeing men as humans. That's just so toxic. I feel like it's just not like
it is really toxic.
And I feel like a lot of women do that, but they don't even realize that. They just look at men as what they objectify them for like dick and money. Dick,
money, boyfriend.
Yes. But I feel like it's their turn. They deserve to get a little objectified. We're
balancing it out.
Institutionally objectified. Like the whole world is like, fuck women, pretty much. Like,
but I think that's the backwards way to do it. You know what I mean? To just be like, okay, you objectified us, so we're gonna objectify you. When really
for the next 2,000 years.
yes.
Period.
When really we just want to be equal. We want that balance of like, hey, I respect you, you respect me for what I bring to the table, which is, you know, your logic and your simplicity as a man. You guys are real simple, and I respect you, or rational, and I respect you for your vivid imagination. You know what I mean? Like, we just gotta respect it.
That's a nice way to sugarcoat it, like imagination.
It's not sugarcoat, it's real. But we have to, as women, we have to realize it's imaginary. Like, we thought about all of those doots.
Look, you're staring me in my eyes.
No, because
it's imaginary.
Because of the doot, that's just imaginary. But we gotta realize, like, that's imaginary because, like, it's in our head that we made it up. Yeah, we see it so clearly and we feel like that's so real and it's a reality, but it's like, it's not this reality.
But it's called I be knowing too. Like,
intuition.
We may not know exactly what it is. Like, I may have made this shit up, but a little speck of it was real. It came from somewhere. And so
I mean, this. I mean, I've appreciated the smallest amount of being objectified, and that's only without me having to like initiate first moves.
Okay.
Oh.
They objectify, they don't want their feelings to get involved, and they're fine with that. Like, oh, this girl, she just wants dick. Okay, cool.
They like being used.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But apparently,
I feel like individually we shouldn't be objectifying each other, but as a whole, I feel like now y'all see what it feel like. You know, it's good for your character, a little experience.
But it's like, I mean,
to understand women better.
In that sense, you know, as far as like what we have to like shell out in order to like, you know, contribute or I don't know, impress this woman, like to be objectified in that way. Now to be like, you know, objectified in the sense like, oh, I want you type shit. Like,
just grab your dick in the middle of the party. Like, what up, nigga?
Yo, niggas will dive head first into that objectification. Like, what? We've been fiending for years to not have to go up to women at parties and be like, yo,
so
I don't know what I'm about to say, but
until she leave and call her own Uber, and then now you're gonna be like, are you leaving? Like, where are you going? Like, what? You didn't want to cuddle? Nah, nigga, I was just using you for your dick. Bye. That's gonna hurt your feelings.
That part.
I feel like RB is gonna say it won't.
Maybe the first time it won't. Maybe the second time it won't. But by the third time, you definitely like.
You're like, this is a toxic pattern. Like, hold on.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on, what the fuck's going on?
Like, if she suck your dick till you cry.
I have another toxic pattern, y'all. It's my codependency. Especially, why are you making that face, MJ?
Because I'm the other half of this shit. It's called co. We co. I'm the other part.
Yeah, I've definitely have been like so attached to people, and because I attach myself to people, it's like I'm attached to their emotions. So like if MJ's mad and tight, it's just like now, not that I'm tight, but like now we have to work through it so that she can not be tight, so that we can be our unit. You know what I mean? So it's like now, like, what's going on? Like, what? And she's just like, she wants to do her own thing. She wants to be able to breathe and live. I'm like, no, like, what's going on? Definitely, like, in my past relationships, I've been, like, so clingy. Like, everything they do, we're doing. Like, we're going. And, like, that's just how it goes. Like, we're together. That's what that means. Like,
that's
like we. You just become we.
Yeah, and then but like my ex, he wasn't really clingy. So like I would go to him with everything, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm about to go record the podcast, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna stay home. I'm like, why? He's like, cause I just don't want to go, and I'm like, what do you mean? Like,
so
I
you
go
would
to
make him go? Because that's why he would be and he would look tight.
Just being in the back, like
he
like I didn't understand that why he wouldn't want to be like. Why doesn't being around me cause you joy? Like I still I get it now.
But toxic.
That's probably
because
OD.
That's like comes from being a dominant woman, you know? That's what I feel like it is. I don't feel like it's codependency. I feel like that's probably like assertion. Like you want to handle it, you want to do it, like this your dude, like come on, let's go. I got a plan, like you're a part of it. That's probably what it is. But it's just like You know, I feel like I was like that.
You're not
You're
not going out to the Met Gala. You going to your podcast.
Yeah, why you don't want to come?
Because I want to chill in the crib.
He just be like, I'm tired, but I'm like, I go with you to everything. And he's like, yeah, because you want to go. And I'm like it just like would mind fuck you all the time.
I just want to say, I picked up on
another
one.
Exactly, bitch. You wasn't invited. You wanted to come, you could come, but like.
I mean,
but literally, he dropped the song. That's why I didn't invite you, because apparently I'm a clingy bitch.
No, it was called Becky.
It was called Becky, but the hook was that's why I didn't invite you.
Damn.
Oh, I feel like we can't talk about this again. I can't do it.
I think he deleted it, but
it was one of those things. I was just like, oh shit.
I thought about it.
It was oh shit. Like I remember our friends was like, oh, they thought it was about to be a love song about Becky. They listened to it. They was like, oh, this is not a love song.
It's okay.
Damn, that's funny. Did he even put the energy to do that? Did you beat him up?
No, I was like, you know what? I understand. I was like, I understand. You're expressing yourself. I was trying to be non-toxic. You know what I mean? You're expressing. This is art. This is your art.
She was doing that, and me and D was like, what the fuck?
You don't have to make a song, right?
Yeah. See, but maybe that's a toxic pattern. So you got to drink now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe that's a toxic pattern, trying to not be toxic. You know, like because sometimes you know, like that's not toxic. Like you shouldn't be writing no fucking diss songs about me, bro. Like what the fuck?
Especially if y'all was in love.
He was saying it wasn't a diss song, and like it was like the verse wasn't a diss song, but the chorus was really like
it was just
dissy.
Like, that was a lot.
Yeah,
that was a diss song.
He
came for your neck. Yeah.
He came for your neck, boy.
Look, period. We finna drop the hottest response ever. I got you.
A whole year later.
This nigga I was talking to was talking about, I want to make a response. I was like, nigga, like, I don't even like you like that. Like, what the fuck
He wanted to make a response to the diss song?
Yes. I'm going to tell you who it was later.
That's, you know what? That's love.
Wait, who?
That's love.
The guy's out.
Who?
The guy.
The friend?
The guy from, like, another place. He was from somewhere else, and he was trying to find another job, and he lived.
Oh, we don't know. We'll talk about that after. This is too much dead space.
Off air.
Those two niggas look alike. So I don't know who you're talking about.
I'm not talking about Dan.
Okay.
Obviously, that's
you talking about the homeless one? Yeah,
yes.
that one.
Yeah.
That one. It was the homeless one.
The homeless one wanted to make
that
response track.
That was a rough year.
We gave it too much attention.
But yeah, wait.
What was it? You said you go out of another toxic pattern.
Me, I be liking to like I said, I don't care about niggas like feelings like that. But then I'm an empath, so like I feel that shit. So I was dating a nigga who was like depressed, and like I was always trying to like help him with that shit. But then I realized like, bitch, you're not a fucking therapist. Like I really cannot sit here and do this shit and like figure out why this nigga's depressed and why he's only like by himself all the time. Like why I'm the only person around him. Like I don't know. I like to.
With that? Or did you not give a fuck about niggas' feelings before that?
No, it didn't start with that. It that existed already. But I feel like I did a lot of stuff to him. I wouldn't like just because he was shitty too. Like he was depressed and like would take that shit out on me, you know. So I don't know, but that's I was toxic. Always trying to fix him and like make him happy too. With pussy, but
with pussy and shitting on his life. Yeah, that's how.
No, he was shitty to me,
and then you said you shit on his life. Back.
Yeah, because that's when I realized like fuck this nigga. I'ma just go talk to other niggas because that's what he told me. He literally told me like, oh, you could talk to other people if you want. I go back, I fuck somebody else. It was a test.
That's a toxic pattern to say some shit like that.
Exactly, to try to test me. That's toxic as fuck.
Test the toxic.
Test the toxic.
Don't test me.
Please don't test me. I will fail, okay?
Oh my! I be failing on purpose. Like, what? You try to be like, what would you do if I'm not doing that? I will keep doing this.
I'm like, so if this happens, you wouldn't have a problem? They're like, no. And I'm like, well, let's make it happen then.
Exactly.
Let's get it
popping. And then I did it, and I told him the next day, and D was like, why did you tell him? And I was like, that's what he wanted, right?
Yeah, there was a test. He's like, let me see if this bitch is a thought.
He just was not fucking with me for like a few days until I just manipulated him back into the situation, which is another toxic pattern.
Let's drink to that manipulation.
Manipulation. Questioning, oh my god, like why won't he talk to me? Like,
You're a thought.
Before toxic became a thing.
What was it called?
No. This is long ago. Before it became such a commonly used
like a
phrase.
buzzword.
Yeah. I was a victim of one of those. I'm gonna send my friend to try to talk to you while I'm talking to you situation.
Oh, like that psycho bitch
crazy
from
bae.
that video. Yes.
Y'all seen that?
So, and that was at a time where I explained to her, I'm just like, do you not understand how toxic that makes our situation?
Wait, did you fail?
Hell yeah, I fell. Because number one, that wasn't my shorty. Number two, her friend looked better than her.
Wow.
She set herself up.
Huh?
You fucked her?
No, we was about to, and before we got to that
She said,
point,
gotcha.
She blew
nah.
the cameras.
She ain't really say gotcha. It was more like, I can't do this. I have to tell so and so.
So she wanted it. That.
Yeah.
But to be
Bitches
real
is
though,
different.
if that happened, then if the girl who set that up, it's over. It's done. You got your answer, now move on. Type
Exactly.
shit. Is that what happened?
But that's probably what she wasn't
I
hoping to
kind
happen.
of caught backlash for like a good month or so.
But you guys were
What?
still messing
Were
with
you
each
still
other.
talking to her?
Not really, but she was trying to shut because this.
She wanted to talk about it.
Granted, we all not this. We all didn't operate within the same circle, but there were many circles who kind of operated within the same environment.
It's like Venn diagram.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
linking
she
up.
Thanks
was
for the
trying
visuals.
to basically throw dirt on my name.
Oh,
and
in the social circle.
Yeah, and as a result of that, there was certain chicks like, nah, I heard about you. What?
I mean,
Wow. I mean, but some niggas deserve that though. But you didn't deserve that. She
Not
really
I.
set you up.
That was, what do you
She
call
really
it?
set you
That
up.
was a honeypot.
okay,
Yes.
I feel
I feel like you've done that
I
before.
feel like I'm the beekeeper. You know what I'm saying?
Have you mixing it up in the
I
past?
mean, not like that though. Like I wouldn't like one time I texted the dude I was fucking with from my friend's phone, and if he fucking with you, I feel like niggas know what type of person I am, that I'm a little off, He already knew it was me, but then the friend, she gonna text back later. Like
She continued the conversation.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
And then I went to her I went to her you feel me? And then she was just like, well, if he wants me, then he wants me.
What?
I'm like, bitches is crazy. That's when I realized.
What the
That's when I realized these hoes is crazy.
Bitches will
Yo.
do anything for dick. Like they will literally hop over another bitch dying for dick. Like it's
I feel like
insane.
if it's that serious, you should do it.
In
sis.
conclusion,
You should fucking do it.
In conclusion, though, because this has a happy ending.
Okay.
In conclusion, the friend that she fucking sent to, I don't know,
Honey
For
Pot
the
you.
espionage.
to infiltrate. She seen that she was trying to throw dirt on my name and that I wasn't really getting no play from other females in that environment. So,
She gave you pussy?
yeah.
Hey.
That was her
For
solution.
like a
She didn't go to the other girls and tell them.
good year and a half. And
was
it
your
was
consistent-
hopping.
Maybe that was her plan all
It
along.
was.
That was
That was
her
her
plan.
plan.
It was her
That
plan.
was
Just
plan
like the
all
other
along.
bitch.
Because
The other bitch's plan was to
when
break
me-
up with your ass. And this girl's plan was to hop on your
When me and
ass.
Shorty was dealing with each other, we would all hang around. I never got any of those vibes from her. None of that. Until one day she just, hit me up. Oh, I got your number from so and so. It started off with, I'm feeling sick. Can you do this for me real quick?
She was playing the long game.
Yeah.
She definitely
That's
was. But
called
shout
the
out to
turtle
her.
game.
Shout out to both of you guys. Sound like y'all won.
It's not like
Yeah,
she
both
got a
won.
lot of time on her hands. She should have just nipped it, going
Yeah,
straight
she
for
should have
it.
been
Yeah.
did
All
it
that
instead of
extra
telling
shit.
you when I don't know when that shit was going down. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
All right, I have a question for y'all though. I want to get into y'all.
Yes.
How did you guys meet and when did this become official? Because I'm so surprised.
Tell them.
Ooh, we gotta get the meet cute, the story.
The only version.
It was Instagram.
Ooh, who slid in the
Who
DM?
slid in the
where?
DM first?
I did.
Hey.
He's a
So
man
you
who
stalked
knows
her
what he
too.
wants.
Cool. Me too.
Yeah, exactly.
Me too.
I feel like
bit-
she's the
little bit
stalkable
stalking.
type, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I like stalkers. Now
Wait,
that he
so-
hit me up
okay.
on Instagram, and, it's like, we talk about music and shit, whatever, and then you came out there.
Yeah.
To see her?
You came out there to see
No,
her?
he was already.
I be out there all the time, but now I do. Now I go out there.
Hey.
So do you do music as well?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I rap.
Hey.
Hey.
I see.
So you guys want to have a freestyle battle?
No. And I just want to put out there, he may be of the paler complexion, but he's not a white rapper, okay? He's pretty tight, all right?
Wait, are you white?
The bar is high.
Okay.
What do you
mean? But he's not a white rapper? I don't know. You said he's not a white rapper. I had to ask.
Like a white rapper, like
G-Eazy?
Oh, fuck, yeah, like...
Fuck.
Like Post Malone?
Oh my God! Like, all that shit. Like,
so he's actually good. You're saying.
And he's real nigga shit. About what he talk about. You feel me?
You about that life?
Okay, about it.
I just want to say that he's more tan than you are.
Yeah, I'm like real confused.
I felt the connection as soon as he said, I might see you and cut your ass a little bit. I'm just like, hey, where this nigga from?
You just want to dap him just off that sentence.
Right?
Yeah, my nigga.
Like that New York shit. Yeah.
Okay, so how is it dating long distance, right? You're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Are you born and raised in Brooklyn?
Uh-huh.
Nice. And you're from the Bay.
The city, okay, where everything's pretty. Not true.
I feel like it's beneficial.
I agree.
In what ways?
You know what I'm saying? We have like long times of, not a long time, but we have a couple weeks and not seeing each other, and then be together every day for a couple of days, and then.
Yeah, and I feel like it's easy to be like when you're a girl and you got like somebody who's popping to get clingy, but it's like with the long, being long distance, it just pushes you to really just do what you have to do, and it gives you something to look forward to. Like, okay, I got hella shit to do this week. I'm gonna knock this shit out, and then I get to snuggle.
Oh my God, this is so cute. I feel like when we were came out to see you, were just like such a hopeless romantic. Like we were talking about like boys and stuff. I would just be like, oh my God, but I want this, I want that. I feel like you got this glow.
She hasn't stopped smiling since she got
I know. Literally. It's kind of gross but cute.
No, it's cute.
That's just me being a hater, but
Nah, I would have, a few months back, I would have said to him like, bitch, calm down. It's dick. Chill. Nah, but for real, look, the key is cutting all the negative people out of your life.
Oh, can I see
Period.
that?
Boom. That's the answer. Okay? Because, you cut
Thanks.
all the bad relationships, even the ones that you feel like, oh, we've been friends for hella long, or, that's my cousin, or anybody. Cut all that shit off, and it gives you so much more. It loosens up all that weird energy those people bring around.
Makes it more light.
And it's inviting, and then I feel like I cut off all the weirdos, and then
Okay, so did you expect yourself to end up with a white guy? I feel like we gotta talk about the elephant.
we do, because I wasn't expecting him to be white. I'm not even
we drove past because she kept saying yeah, I got a boo out here. I'm like, bitch, who? I'm trying to think bitch, what? Okay. So we drove past and we were about to look for parking, and I'm just like, you think it was that white guy? I'm like, I don't know. You think?
And I'm like, did he live in the building? I didn't know.
I was like, dang, maybe they're just stressed about parking. Their energies just seemed like a little. You guys were like, hey. I was like, oh, maybe they're in a rush.
We were just looking for him. Sorry, we overlooked you, Brady, but
it's all good.
So glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
But yeah, how is that weird for you?
Nah, to be honest, I would never have imagined it. But now that we're together, it's not. It's I couldn't see it any other way. It's tight because I feel like I'm half white, I'm half black, and it's I'm from the hood, and I'm I can be street smart and do all that shit. But it's I'm also a little corny,
Mm-hmm.
And Brady, he from the hood, so it's we relate, but he's still a little corny,
What hood are you from, Brady?
We're both,
From Bushwick.
You from Bushwick?
Yo, originally.
Before it became
gentrified.
What it is
before
today.
It became East Williamsburg.
Bro, they're fucking building a condo right behind my crib, blocking in my view.
Wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yo.
So how do you feel with all the white people coming in? This is very interesting, right?
It's crazy, man. I get the get the fuck out of Bushwick, all
to
the
you.
time. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I used to have a hard time with it.
You get lumped in with it.
I used to have a hard time with it, but it's like I be with too many.
They be telling you
people.
to get the fuck out of Bushwick.
It'd be like a
really
dude in his
sucks.
car, like, go back to where you from, like, mom, like you know.
That'd be us.
Yeah,
See, don't judge a book by its cover.
but it's like I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
You're taking it for your
Like,
ancestors.
hey,
Yeah, I'm like, you know what?
I've actually lived here longer than you, bro.
I'm like, you know what? But somebody probably looks like me that isn't from here, so you got it, man.
I'll take it. You an ally.
Yeah.
That's
I feel like that's my duty as in my age group and being white. You know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's something that a lot of things, like, you know, obviously it's like to be a person of color, especially to be a black person, it's just like, I feel like nobody else their experience can't mirror it. Like, just black people across the world. But I feel like with that, it's like so many like subcategories of people who grow up in the hood whose voices are a little bit silenced because it's like even me, like I'm hella fair. So it's like when you're like, oh, what's the issues of black women? It's like nobody wants to hear me fucking talk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I also have, you know, just like he's like from the hood, even though he's white, it's like white people outside of the hood treat white people from the hood like they're not white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of shit that, I mean, not a lot of it, but it's just like the experience is still relatable, you know, across the board, you know?
You guys have your own voice and your own stories.
Look at y'all all looking like...
No.
We're the understandable crew.
Exactly.
That's a fact. There's a white boy in my hood. We all call him White Boy Bobby. He's legit been around since we were all like 9, 10 years old.
Is he hot?
Huh?
Does he say
You can say, yes, my friend is an attractive man. I think that women do
He's
swap.
handsome. You be like, yeah, my man's handsome.
Yeah,
handsome.
he a good look. He be getting the chicks, you know.
Do he
He's
say
a
you're?
contractor too.
Do he say
Ooh,
you're?
okay.
Yeah, he say you're.
I feel like he got
Wait,
muscles.
Brady, do you say you're?
Hell yeah. I text it. I say it. I answer the phone.
I am it.
Yeah.
I am your.
I am your.
I love it.
Your is me.
Oh, my phone died, so I don't know what time it is.
Oh. What time is it? Let me see.
37.
Okay. It happened fast.
Do you
I have a question though.
Yeah, what's
How
up?
do you feel about the current state of female rap?
I feel like I'm the best.
I feel that way too.
Yo, honestly, I've sat and watched like mad of your videos just off of the strength of your voice and how you just approach and how you just approach these tracks. And you know, I won't say I'm out of touch with like Bay Area's music, but like you definitely shine a light on it that makes me interested into hearing more.
Yeah.
So I feel like you definitely have a unique style and a unique voice, and I can't wait to see PUTANG opening their own motherfucking concert somewhere.
Period.
one day.
That part, like I
Facts.
cannot wait for that. Like,
So
We'll be
what?
backstage like
Period.
What have you guys been working on? What have you been working on? Like all that good stuff.
Well, right now, so we just got our cover art back for our PUTANG mixtape. I've been like fighting for it for like a month, but we got that. We got like 9 tracks, I think. So we're gonna drop that, and then I'm working on my own album. And then I know everybody's working on their own little shit, but you know, I'm like the glue, so I gotta like parent everybody.
You gotta
but,
kind of be everybody's
yeah,
manager.
exactly. That shit is a lot, but we got hella shit we're working on. I'm trying to do a PUTANG party out here.
Ooh,
Yeah.
big.
Yes.
I'm trying
With the punchline.
Yeah, okay.
the whole phase 2, we all about to be on the bill.
Nah,
Right,
hell yeah.
right.
That's when I'm gonna get all of y'all in the room together and be like, okay, so what should PUTANG juice taste like? I almost called this PUTANG juice, but it was like, you know what I mean?
That sounds a little
I didn't have
perverted.
everybody.
I like it though. No,
What does your
I feel
PUTANG
like it
juice
works.
taste like?
It works.
Hey, to be real though,
PUTANG
that
juice.
kind of question, like, it's probably like, you know, somebody in the group, because you know we have a virgin in the group. Somebody she would probably, I highly doubt she like me. I'm not a virgin, you know.
Wait,
I've
she's
been-
still a virgin?
Yeah, you know, she
Shout
said
out
these
to
niggas
her.
ain't shit. Yeah,
She's
period,
smart.
period.
She
That's what I said.
is.
Every time she get all tight, everybody be like, oh, you just need some dick in your life. You just need dick. And you're like, no, don't fucking do it. It's gonna like literally your brain. It's gonna
open the crazy side.
Honestly,
it's gonna change her fucking world. Like especially when the dick touches the heart.
You're like, I love him.
It touches the heart.
Like, you don't. Yes, I do. Your vagina's like, we love him. Call him now.
Right. That's why I said don't do it. Don't fucking do it. But I feel like, maybe like my response as someone who's been very familiar with my body from a very, very young age,
What should you say?
I don't know what the taste like would be like. I don't think it's comparable to anything, You know what I'm saying? What does it taste like?
Come on, Brady.
Come on. Tell them.
Pina colada. Like, what is it? Henny, Rita?
Ew. That's not the answer.
To dial this back, it would be along the lines of what are you guys' favorite liquors?
Yeah. I want to be like, where we talking
right.
We gonna be
appropriate.
Look, I'm thinking like I swear when you said that I'm thinking of like. Damn, I mean, like, I could check real quick.
A little cucumber water. Cucumber water? That's what my shit is.
I'm demented, Everything goes dark. That's the first thing it does,
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't really drink alcohol no more.
I'm like, your cup is full everywhere.
That was my second cup, too. I'm telling you, I just got off the plane, like, alcohol.
It's the weather. It's the summer weather.
Right? New York. Probably.
It'll probably be along the lines of, okay, what if any of you could pick a favorite drink that you really like, what would it be? And then I would add that to whatever mixer that we, collectively.
Ooh.
That sounds fun.
That's tight. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
lit.
mine would be Hennessy, of course. That would be the base, and you just gotta, fuck with it.
I like that. All right, now for you, Brady, please let everyone know, like, a little bit more about you, because I feel like we just started talking about all of our feelings. So let's get some housekeeping out the way. Like,
A little bit about me.
Yeah.
Regular, born and raised, Brooklyn,
Regular,
New York.
Not regular. Please, he's the GOAT.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been rapping. I got a couple songs out right now. I got a bunch of music coming out, videos coming out. Cousin Brady, Cousin CZ and Brady on everything, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter.
How long have you been making music?
For like 5 years. I mess with Smoker's Cough. Shout out to Smoker's Cough, which is a label run by GDP, who's a legend in Essex County, Jersey.
Nice.
A couple Jersey cats on Smoker's Cough, which is a label run by a couple of us. So, yeah.
Nice.
I like the name.
I like that name.
Smoker's Cough. Smoko.
Smoko.
Yeah, Smoko. So we have a website.
I might call Smoko. Yo, y'all need another artist?
That's dope. Dope. All right, so come on, y'all. We got 3 rappers. None of y'all gonna give us a little 8-bar? Come on. I'll do the beat.
What?
You got the pen?
You see, I'm not like a freestyle type of person, I'm like a Drake. I'll put on my phone like, I got hella shit written down. Hold up,
That sounded like an intro to the song.
That did sound like an intro.
It was good.
It did.
I think the drink just hitting y'all. that punch
That was
just
4 bars right there.
Come on. All right, Brady, you got a few bars for us?
You got bars. Go. You got bars.
Hey.
Yo, we on the whole phase. That was back then. Those were my whole days. Yo, I don't know those days. Yo, those are my 3 bars right there.
Fire.
Something.
All right, somebody's calling in.
Let's see what they say.
Let's see.
Hello.
Hello, how y'all doing?
We doing good. How are you?
Sipping and we chilling.
What's the topic of the day?
We talking about toxic patterns. Do you have any?
Toxic patterns in a relationship.
In a relationship, I don't really do relationships like that.
That's a
toxic pattern.
Maybe that's a toxic. All right, so toxic patterns when you dealing with, the opposite sex or whatever. You dealing with somebody you dealing with.
With my patterns?
Yeah. Any toxic.
Something that's toxic, something that may turn them off, or something that you see may be a problem.
Well, trying to have casual sex with a female friend and not make it more than just sex. Like, I never had sex with a girl and it just be that. It always has to be some little thing in between that kind of messes it up. It's like a miscommunication between the two.
So is that miscommunication you not letting her know your intentions, or is it miscommunication?
No. Like, I let her know my intentions. Like, I had a girl over here, like, the other day, and we chilling. We had sex all the time. And then the one time I just try to get right into it, I take off my clothes and say, yo, get naked. She said, oh, why we can't just talk before we do it? I'm like, do we ever really do it like that?
The nigga like, talk? Talk?
Spontaneous. Like, we know each other. We've been here before. Why we got to act funny? And then she tell me how she got feelings, and then situation got real kind of funny.
That's what happens when a dick touches the heart. I'm telling you.
See, that's probably because over time she like started to fantasize about it, and maybe it was just casual sex for you, but you know, maybe you touched her a certain way, and she just like,
nah, that's not supposed to matter. In the beginning, when I say I'm not looking for a relationship, expect at the end I'm not looking for a relationship.
Looking for a relationship, exactly.
Unless in between that I say, listen, I've been thinking about it. Maybe I think I want a relationship.
See, that's the type of niggas that say I love you during sex.
Wait.
Nah.
Are you still fucking with her though? After you know she got feelings for you?
But I do that with a couple of girls, but she's like the only one that makes it a situation. Like, she always want to talk about where we going after this, and I thought we established at the beginning we're just friends with benefits. It was,
so let's not fucking with her then.
You gotta cut her off.
You gotta cut her off.
I am, but if it's good, why would I leave it just because of a miscommunication?
That's toxic. Okay, we found it.
Toxic right there.
We found your toxic pattern.
And she gonna continue to want to talk. She gonna always want to talk now.
No, she doesn't. She actually kind of like goes away from that and says, yo, you know what you want to do.
Just know, she's hurting inside. She's hurting.
She's definitely hurting on the inside. You gotta let her go.
Girl, you let her go.
I'm tell you right now, she really don't want that. And before that shit blows up into another situation, you either gotta take her serious or take her out.
Yeah, because she gonna fuck up your shit with other bitches.
That's a
No, she's not like that. She's actually understands.
That's what you think.
Whatever reasoning you put behind it, the end of the day, you gotta cut her off.
So
and you're not gonna take her serious.
She's genuinely not like that, then what would the issue be from jump? If you know that she's understanding, why'd you bring it up?
Because she was the one who started talking.
She was the one that kind of brought up the whole, like, what are we doing? Like, is there, like, a period out of this? Like, where are we going? Is there a mission?
So
like,
saying...
are we just fucking around? Are we doing more? And she's the only one that brought it up out of my casual friends that I do that with.
Out of my casual friends that I do.
Okay, and then
they're still my people if they don't fuck me or not. I still fuck with them on another level. It's just we got involved on another level and we added other problems to it. That's how I feel like. I just add problems when I fuck around with girls that are my friends and add sex to it.
So do you think that maybe that's toxic? Kind of shitting where you eat? Like, this is your friends? Not getting involved with them?
You think that maybe you should deal with
people there's a lot of girls that are my friends that I don't get involved with. It's just this certain crop of group that I fuck with that, not that I rotate, that I just deal with.
You said rotate.
You said
rotate. No, I said that. No. I rephrased it.
No.
The girls that I don't just rotate, I fuck with. They're like on another level. But I appreciate y'all. Keep doing y'all thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in. Yeah, what's your name?
My name is Chris.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate. Thank you for sharing with us. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
I hope she don't go crazy.
What's the skinny one's name?
That's Becky.
It's called Slim Thick.
But also, don't try to talk to her when you just told us you have bad bitches.
You trying to add me to your rotation?
I'm just trying to shoot my shot like the Breakfast Club.
You trying to add me to your rotation?
And thickums look good too. The thick one looks good too. I like them thick too.
Wait, so
we're not trying to be on your rotation.
You trying to take us to brunch because you know the weather's nice?
When y'all love, I'm just a lover. I'm not trying to.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh, you are.
Now I see why.
You see how he get it?
Now I see why he got it.
I'm just a lover. What's your name, brother? What's your name? What's your name?
Bro, RB.
What's your name?
What happened?
What's your name?
What's your name? Because I got to show love to my brothers too. What's your name?
RB, bro. PunchLine. I got the PunchLine Punch. I'll be having the drinks.
All right, man. One love to all y'all, man.
Thank you, Chris.
Yo, Skinny, I'm still trying to get with you, though, but holla at y'all.
All right, hit me in the DM. Cash app. Nah,
dang, Chris.
Yeah, his
so
story...
he fucking his friends and getting tight.
Like they like him.
Do he take his friends to brunch though? Because we could be friends.
Nah, he don't even talk to them.
It's not Chris.
He fucking his
It's
friends.
not Chris. Oh, it's
if
not
you fuck
Chris.
your friends,
Let's
expect
see
them
who
to have
it is.
some type of.
Hello. You gotta turn us down in the back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm basically a girl from Crown Heights, and I actually have like a lot of guys that's obsessed with me. And
Okay.
I just wanted to know, like, what do y'all think about guys that be obsessed with women when they tell a guy no, they don't want to talk to them?
You gotta cut them off. Like if you don't want to talk to them.
Like they're obsessed with you, like they call you all the time.
But they go around like, you know, talking about me, talking, you know, rumors, saying that they want to get me high to smoke weed, just to chill with me and hang out. Like I smoke weed sometimes off and on, but I never knew that it would bring certain type of people like around to hang out and talk to me.
Well, you just can't spread yourself thin. You gotta know who's in your circle for you, actually, and you gotta know, like, who's just trying to fuck.
That part.
Yeah, like, are they obsessed with you because they're trying to, like, fuck you think?
Yes, they're obsessed with me because I had like a nice little figure shape. I used to wear a lot of blonde hair.
Ew.
Okay. What's your
Instagram? You sound like a baddie. Like, I'm trying to be obsessed with you. Okay, Bex.
Becky, no, that's toxic.
Toxic pattern.
But what's your Instagram, sis?
Well, my Instagram got deleted.
Oh, dang.
Fucking haters out
That's
here.
how we know you popping.
It's probably one of them obsessed niggas.
My Facebook name is Shaquasia DeGrasso. Which one is that one? Is it?
We about to send some more. There's some more crazy niggas that's on this platform, so we're gonna send them your way too.
I've always been a baddie. That's the only thing. I've always been a baddie. I like to keep myself up. I always wanted to be this girl that was known for not talking to a lot of guys, and they just framed me. They framed the crap out of me.
Sis, but you sound like you kind of like it a little bit. Do you?
I was scared. I was so scared. I'm like, what?
It sounds like you like it though.
No, she said she's scared.
No, I don't. I actually don't. I go crazy.
Okay, you need to carry around some pepper spray or a pocket knife.
A little knife.
A mini bat.
And then block all of them. Just block them.
You might have to move.
But they not even approaching her. They telling everybody else they want to fuck. I know that situation.
Yeah, because I'm originally from Crown Heights, so that's where it came from. You know, No String Avenue is where Millennial and all these fancy people.
You need to change the group of people that you hang around so that
Maybe you need to stop smoking weed.
Maybe you gotta roll up your own blunts. Smoke by yourself.
That part.
Get some cones.
You smoke with us.
All right.
Come smoke with us. You gonna feel safe.
Thank you so much for calling. I don't have these problems. Niggas don't be obsessed with me. They just be ghosting. So you know what? Just take it as a blessing.
Yeah, but they be spies.
Oh my god.
It creeps me out.
Yeah, that is creepy.
That is creepy.
I would say just don't interact with them. Just don't, because they're gonna take that and run with it. Like, yeah, see, we talk.
Okay, so I'm doing a good thing. I'm doing a good job there.
You're doing amazing.
You are.
Thank you for calling.
Bye.
She was hype, like.
I love when girls sound like they're so from New York.
Yeah.
Like,
You
that's
guys
my
got
favorite
great
thing.
listeners, man.
Yeah.
Some
Shout out
good-
to y'all. Y'all showing out. Y'all showing out today. We about to try. All right.
And people are like obsessed with me. Like,
Yeah, you know what's really interesting, and I don't want to be like hated for this, but like you see how the dude called and his situation, and how the female called and her situation, and how the response was just so off the rip different.
Like what you mean?
Like, okay, like the first thing she said, they just be obsessed with me. I was like, oh my God, you know, but you guys are like, sis, for real? Tell us, sis. And you like, we're like supporting. We're like, oh, look, get pepper spray, cut them off. Yeah, and the other dude's like, man, I've been telling her, we just here to fuck.
And now she's
and then
obsessed
we like,
with me.
oh, but are you doing this? But what are you doing though? You know, dang, toxic pattern. I'm a fucking.
Let's drink to that.
Last pattern drink.
Last drink. There would be a third cup. That's too much, you know.
Whew. No, come on.
Nah,
it's summer. It's summer. It's never too much.
I honestly felt like, you know what I mean, as a person who has a slur of female friends, I don't.
Galore. I don't like that.
That's not the right word.
Galore.
No, that's
galore.
Not it too.
No.
Plethora. Abundance. Okay, I like plethora. I like plethora.
Abundance.
Like
okay.
Slurs.
Like slut whores. That's
right. That's all I heard. Like
whores. Look it up.
It's a group. Get some TMI on slurs.
Yeah. For a person who has a plethora of female friends, I would never put that energy out there to try to fuck one of my friends who are girls, because it's like, you know what I mean, that creates so many blurred lines.
It's also a little creepy.
It creates a lot of expectations.
Yeah, I feel like because when you're friends, you already have the connection part that women try to build with like their partner. Like you already have that baseline. Like now the only thing you have to add is the romantic side, the romantic part of it, the sexual part of it. So it's just like we're together.
Once we do that,
are we stop doing that? I'm triggered.
We go together.
That's scary.
Okay.
That's scary. Fist.
I did not like that.
And granted, it can happen. And if I feel like if you're gonna do that, then you need to be ready for whatever comes after the fact.
It's a lot of consequences that may come with it.
It is.
I like that.
Fuck buddies can only happen when the fucking starts first.
And then the buddies come after?
And then the buddies come after.
Okay.
True.
I'm gonna ponder that.
Hey, we're gonna table that for another week.
You can't be friends first and then fuck buddies second. You can be acquaintances first. You can be acquaintances first and then fuck buddies second.
I haven't had success with any of these situations. I've never.
Someone is my friend before for years and we had sexual tension and then I ended up fucking him. And I literally fuck him and just leave. Like it wasn't like, because I guess because he kept it straight and I knew what the fuck I wanted. I was also distracted by other people. I was just like, this is what we are. And when it stopped, it stopped. It was just like, we'll still hit each other up and joke and stuff like that, play around. It depends. I guess it depends on the situation and what's going on.
And like what everyone's expectations is in the situation.
Then my fuck buddy, and then we end up together. I guess it depends.
So y'all ended up together. You left that part out. You ended up together. You ended up together. You left that part out.
Together.
So it was love.
From jump. From jump.
One situation where it wasn't like that though, and it was like going on.
Oh, one.
Well, Leslie, you a rare
type
breed.
of woman you
a
are.
rare
You know.
breed.
Yeah, it sounds like she has her head together, so she can't. She's not gonna get lost in the dick sauce.
Yeah,
lost in the dick sauce.
I don't like that sentence. That's the name of the episode, though.
Lost in the.
It's really I'm releasing myself. That's why. Like it depends on.
Becky, give me a pen so I can write that down.
I don't know where it went. All right, let's wrap this because I'm getting fucked up. Every sip, every time we keep talking and saying patterns.
No, I can't.
Let's just take one more. Let's just take one more. Let's just take one more. Let's just take one more.
Okay.
Let's take one more.
I think it's a man. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, what's good?
How's it going? You gotta turn this down in the background.
Y'all not talking about nothing.
I knew it was one of those. I knew it.
All right.
It's always one of those.
Before we wrap this up, we talking about hella intellectual shit,
like,
my
you
guy.
just didn't learn shit because you can't comprehend because you have the reading comprehension of a 6-year-old. Thank you.
Okay, so there's that. Before we wrap this up, please let everyone know where they can find you, where they can find your music, all that good stuff.
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at All Hail the King with a Q, not a K.
All hell.
PUTANG Clan Official, also YouTube, SoundCloud, all that.
Yeah, same. CZ and Brady, Instagram, SoundCloud,
Put the volume down.
Twitter.
CZ and Brady.
CZ and Brady, yeah, like Tom Brady.
Okay.
But just like a little bit more sauce.
Oh.
Okay.
Brady got the
little sprinkle.
Got the sauce.
You know, there's no whole faces over here. It's locked in.
It's locked
so
in. It's
follow,
okay.
That's
all that.
All right.
You feel me?
You
I
gotta
don't
follow
have to beat
both.
nobody up.
Are y'all gonna make it like Instagram official?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Couple pics,
too.
like.
What does that mean?
You don't know what Instagram official means? Yes, you do. When you post a picture together on Instagram.
Like together, you have pictures up on your pages.
No.
Nah.
Y'all don't believe it.
That's honestly keep it like that. Keep it like that.
Yeah, like I don't.
It's
want,
already in real life.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Who calling?
Together or moving like you know what I'm trying to
Z, I feel like
Yeah, move to the same
it's
coast.
soon to be asking these questions.
Yeah.
How long has it been?
4 months?
Oh, yeah. That's new.
Nah, I mean, look, we're in it for the long haul, okay? So, I mean, whatever. I feel very content. Like, it's just going to unfold naturally, like,
And you're excited to see how it goes.
Well, if y'all do, I'm going to need you to move out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
New York, where it's at.
Right.
So your yurt could get, like, on fleeky fleek, and then it's just going to be...
Yeah, do it.
Yurt.
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 It's valid. All right, thank y'all so much. Who the fuck you calling?
That nigga.
He said y'all not talking about nothing.
Wait, what you mean?
It's C.
It was C?
Yeah, C.
Oh.
Who's calling? He's calling back.
Oh, I can't tell.
It's all
I can't
right.
tell the difference.
Thank you so much for all y'all for calling. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, RB, for getting me fucking lit. Like, this
For real. I feel like when I stand up, it's gonna.
You put the volume down.
I don't know how.
Just put down. Look on the whatever that is. Down. There should be a down arrow.
Oh.
There we go. Cool.
All
right.
Off now.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for calling in on YouTube, on Instagram Live. We fuck with y'all OD. You guys can follow us on Instagram at The Whole Phase and at The Whole Phase Memes for the dank memes. You guys can also follow us on Twitter at The Whole Phase. And you can follow your fave girl on Instagram at Everybody Loves Becky because everybody loves that Becky.
Everybody.
She sucks dick for free.
No, I don't.
Right? We getting benefits
No, I
this summer. We getting benefits this summer. You better not suck dick for free. Got it. Okay. And y'all can follow me, your real fave, at MJ Smokes MJ. Got the thirst traps on deck.
She does.
We about to sell prints of that shit. We about to put that shit on shirts. So get with it or get lost.
Get ready.
Get right or get left.
Ooh, that's
that.
D-Bomb in the building. Sirens gang.
You know what I mean?
Gang. RMD in the building.
That was our girl group when we were kids.
Yeah. All right, sorry, RB, your turn.
Yeah.
You fucked up too?
Hell yeah.
It's called Unchecked.
I didn't check it for myself either.
Okay.
But it's your favorite liquor sponsor. RB representing that PunchLine Punch. Today, we were sipping that Unchecked. If you want to try this, you need to be a part of PUTANG. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay. Exclusive.
Right,
Exclusive.
But if you want to try my other drinks, follow me at PunchLine Punch Drinks on Instagram. Shouts to Qing Qi, B Maney, Mooch, KO, Obanga, SHUG, K Don't Play. Who I'm forgetting?
RB.
I said everybody. I said Obanga.
Nah, you said everybody, I think, right?
Obanga.
Wow, RB. I'm so like.
I'm on them.
I'm shook. Like.
Oh, shouts to PUTANG Tay too. I forgot. That's what I forgot.
Wow, RB. Like I'm like.
I'm
You're
shook.
like officially PUTANG New York. This is the PUTANG.
It's called PUTANG for men.
Yeah, we started
PUTANG for men.
Yeah.
I love it. That's like the City Boys.
Don't do that. I'm not. Nah.
Real ass nigga give a fuck about a bitch.
All right, thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all bitches next week.
Bye.
Wrap it up, bitch, and hit the Cash App, okay?
That part.
Let's hit our Ray dance.
Becky, what? Aw, that's cute.
Yeah. You gotta pop the collar.
Hey,
PUTANG.
I'm not joining it.
Hey.
No. All right, that's good.
You guys did phenomenal, though.